Namaskar to all the learned dignitaries present on the dais. I feel very obliged and thankful to the organizers who gave me an opportunity to speak on this fourth goal. The fourth goal, that is quality education, means to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promise lifelong learning opportunities for all. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is the point which is mentioned in our Sanskrit Shastras, and that shows that everyone is equal and everyone must be given equal opportunity for everything. It is the fundamental right of every citizen to get education, and it is only education. Shiksha Shikshyati iti. It is only education that liberates the intellect, unlocks the imagination, and is fundamental of existence and self-respect. It is the via media of prosperous life. Only education is the via media of prosperous life. It opens a world of opportunities. An uneducated man cannot get any opportunity, cannot be a prosperous person. It makes us able to contribute to a progressive, healthy, and wealthy society. If we want to progress, if we want to be healthy, and if we want to be wealthy also, then we must be educated. 10 targets have been decided to create action to ensure quality education. Number 1, there should be free primary and secondary education by 2030. For relevant and effective learning outcome, all children without any discrimination complete their education free. As I have already said, that even our Indian Shastras always say that there is no discrimination between anyone. Even Gita says that there is no discrimination between human being and animal. Shungi cha ev shopake cha pandita samdarshinga. Second is every child must have quality early childhood development. Means before education, before he goes or she goes to school or any primary or any play, before that early childhood development is necessary so that they will be ready for primary education. For this, they must have pre-primary education and early childhood development. Third one is equal access for all to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education. Fourth one is the number of youth having the relevant skills, like including technical and vocational, for employment must be increased so that they can get a healthy and wealthy life. They can get an employment, they can do their own work. Apna Bharat, Swayam Nirmit Bharat, they can do that. They can employ themselves, they can even give opportunity to others for their skill. No discrimination means eliminate. Fifth one is this: no discrimination. Eliminate all discrimination in education. Caste, gender, creed. There should be no discrimination at all. Sixth one is universal literary and numeracy should be there. Seventh, all learners must acquire the knowledge and the skills, and they must promote to sustainable development. That is the issue, and that is the main motto of this organization, that sustainable development. What does it mean? That we have to sustain, and we have, for that sustenance, we should be developed. Developed how? we can develop only by education. This fourth goal is so important that I think it is the main root of the all seventh goals given by the world leaders. And in India, in Indian education, in Indian constitution, everyone has a right for education. Eighth is build and upgrade education facilities that are child, disability, and gender sensitive and provide safe, non-violent, inclusive, and effective learning environments for all. Even UGC, University Grant Commission, also says that there should be a proper arrangement for the disabled child. There should be a ramp, there should be library facilities, there should be everything for disabled child so that he or she should not feel inferior or he or she must progress and go ahead. Ninth one is there must be a provision of scholarship for higher education for developing countries. At least developed countries जो हैं, developed countries may be exempted, but developing countries should be given scholarship for higher education, as higher education is very necessary for good, wealthy, healthy, and prosperous society. There should be a provision of scholarship for underdeveloped, for unprivileged, and for disabled students, child, or anyone who wants to get him or herself educated, particularly higher education. If he or she wants to get higher education, she or he should be given a facility of scholarship without any caste, creed, and gender discrimination. Nowadays, we are seeing that Modi government is doing very well for women. It is not, I am asking for this, I am ready, but we are seeing that there is women empowerment movement is running here and there. Here, everyone, everywhere, in every sphere, there is a scope for women, and there should be no discrimination for gender. 10th one is increase the supply of qualified teachers in developing countries. Qualified teachers means it is not that who has just passed NET or have a vIRSD degree, he is a qualified. Qualified means internally qualified, he or she should be internally qualified. Externally, so it is okay, but he or she should be internally qualified, means he has a passion or she has a passion to do the teaching, to educate the society, to educate the children, and he or she has a passion for teaching, which nowadays I particularly have seen that there is a little passion for this teaching. This should be increased. Particularly practically, which I feel is that why this passion is lacking nowadays in this society, particularly in our youngsters, because it is a long process to become a teacher or to become a assistant professor. It is a lengthy process, and this our youth is no at all patient to be so parishrami, to be so mehanti, I should say, that he or she can wait for at least 26 or 28 years. 24 is the minimum. Wherever, while in technology or in other spheres, they will get the job within 20, almost at the age of 22 or 23 years. That's why there should be a supply of qualified teachers, and there should be some extra benefits for this teaching line. That personally I feel, as in corporation, as in industries, as in technology, we say that we see that there are huge benefits. So many benefits are given to the employees. That should be in teaching line also, and including through international cooperation. There should be international cooperation also. We must hire the experienced teachers for this qualifying, for this higher education, and for this to attain this goal of quality education. That's all. Thank you very much. Again, I feel my gratitude to the organization. Thank you very much.